We're here with the D, good family friend, and showing us his really amazing car collection. Starting off with
it's a Zen.
The SS SS Zen.
Oh, SS Zen.
Super Sport edition.
This is actually originally was an MC1 or MC2. It's a European car that came with a 3-cylinder gasoline engine, and a Canadian company put electric drivetrain in it. And call it and change it from an MC2 to a Zen. Zero emission, no noise.
Wow.
That's the name for Zen. Yeah. But it was not. It was only a 25 miles per hour car, so it was really slow. So I changed the motor on it, and after that changed the controller, and now it goes 43 miles per hour. And put lithium batteries in it instead of lead acid.
So it is a good city car.
It's fine. Yeah.
Sitting above you have the 360
Spider.
360 Spider with the great V8. What's the red line on the Ferrari? Like over 8,000, no?
Maybe something like that. Yes.
That's a great engine.
It's a great looking car.
Yeah.
Right? I like this body style somewhat a little bit more than some of the new ones.
I like the 360 more than the 430. I thought it was a much better design.
Right.
And even more than the 458. I think it was just the perfect. Martin and Farina really did a good job. It was
perfect all the way around.
It wasn't too boisterous. It was exactly what it needed to be.
Exactly, it was.
And here's
1960. It's a 60 Cadillac Convertible.
Right. Up here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love this color, that blue, metallic. Oh yeah, that's a long one. It's going right up to the edge. Wow.
It's one of the longest car ever made, actually.
Why?
In production.
It's like
one of the longest production passenger or regular sedan or ever made.
How do you get it out of here?
You lower it and you drive it out.
No, but I'm saying you have to move all this stuff, no?
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to move the workbench. And
the workbench you don't need to move. Oh, the workbench here folds.
Oh, it's full. Okay. So,
yeah, it folds.
Wow, how many feet is this?
I think it's 19, something like that.
In the 1960 Eldorado?
No, it's not an Eldorado. It's just a convertible. Convertible is called Series 62 convertible.
The Series 62, yes, 62 right. Now I remember.
Right.
You can tell by the tail fins on the back.
Right. An Eldorado convertible is stainless steel instead of on the doors. Instead of that strip of stainless steel go like this, they have stainless steel on the top of the door that goes all the way to the back, wraps around and come here right where I have the rust.
Right.
You see?
Not too bad actually.
No, it's alright. You can just. It's not that hard.
It's just what you call patina.
It's the
It's just a little patina. It's not sacrificing.
Right.
Well, and what do you have down here?
It's a 64 Studebaker.
Right. Oh yeah, this is the one we were talking about.
I think you see they call it Daytona.
Yeah.
In Israel they call them Lark. Maybe even here they call them Lark. But the convertibles are rare. The a 4-door sedans, there were more, but even the other ones, I couldn't even find another one like that. There was many months I was looking to see if there's a 64 Studebaker anywhere, and they just don't exist anymore. Because they were not, they were nothing cars, so people did not preserve them. They didn't think much of them.
Yeah, you barely see Studebakers, but they were a good competition to the big three at the time. Actually, I mean, for a smaller company, they did pretty well.
Yeah.
And it's a shame you're right, because it was more of, it's like an appliance, as we'd say in those days.
Yeah.
Can we open this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. The red,
right?
White and red, such a nice combo.
Right? Yeah.
Only thing is with the Pioneer, I guess you put.
No, somebody put the Pioneer on the bottom.
Yeah.
But it still has, look, it still has the original radio on the top.
Oh yeah.
With the push buttons.
Yeah, it's
built
still
in.
It's still the original AM radio.
And it still works. The original AM radio works.
Well, a lot of people would install an FM radio down here.
Right.
So
exactly.
it's a similar kind of style.
Right, without sabotaging the original radio. So this is really pretty original, the car.
Yeah. It's even the
interior.
The interior is the same style.
Right.
It's not hasn't been really upholstered.
I have no idea.
Well, but at least the design though is from the original.
Right. I do not know if it was or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. The transmission is not an original. I think he put a 4-speed.
Well, actually,
a 3-speed with overdrive.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but it's better. I mean,
drivability, of course.
Yeah. And the motor was a little bit worked on. I just need to change. I need to put electric fan because it heats up. It does. It did not put a cowl, you see, or a shroud on it. So the air. I think the radiator gets too hot because I see the temperature rising up too much.
Yeah. This is a really cool. I've always wanted to have one of these
it's a
lifts.
But it's a pain, yes, because you don't bring the cars down, and then they get stuck up there, and then the gasoline goes bad in them, and they don't start.
Right.
Like the Impala. There's an SS over there.
Let's go over to it. We just have to watch our heads. The Impala is.
It's an SS. It's a.
This is the Viper down here.
It's a 65. You said you like a 64?
64 is my favorite Impala here.
Mine was a 65.
Yeah.
Actually, because of those triple lights on the top.
Oh yeah, that's a classic Impala characteristic.
Right. 1 year only.
Yeah.
This car was made like this, just 65.
Yes. Wow, your garage is just right able to fit it in.
Yeah, I mean, look at this one.
Yeah, let's see what it had a Cadillac.
This one, actually, I had to cut to fit this. I had to cut some of the drywall over there and redo it in order to get this.
I don't know if you guys can see it. That is right, like a couple inches of clearance.
And, yeah, if you look at the width, I think it's like maybe a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. Here, look. You see what I had to do?
This is the.
You see how I notched this thing up there?
Oh yeah.
So I did this and raised that the ceiling here a little bit because I couldn't fit the car in.
Wow, this is the car guy sacrifice.
Yeah. So, but it didn't really matter to me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now here on the bottom, this one is the You know what this one?
Yeah, this one's the Viper.
Yeah.
With the SRT10, yes sir.
Yeah. It's an RT10.
Well, yeah.
I'm
sorry.
surprised. What?
Sorry. Yeah, go on.
I'm surprised that I don't see them that much anymore.
That's a good point because you used to see a lot more. They're very plentiful. Like even 10, 20 years ago,
You saw them on the road. People were driving them
all the time. What I think happened. This was a very, if you have a V10 in the front, it's a tough car to drive if you don't know how to drive it to the limit, and I think a lot of people wreck them.
Is that what happened?
I think so.
Because
remember, this is it's really the last, I'd say, of its kind, where it's real muscle car. You got like the huge engine. There's not a lot of technology, not a lot of almost no driver assistance to keep you on the road. It's a real pure driver's car.
I don't even know if it has an ABS.
And you have a Humvee up here.
Yeah. I just need to put the windshield that I just bought back on it. And I have doors. See, I bought doors and some rails and things like that. And I can just put it back together.
The-
But it's a great car.
Oh yeah, the H1s are really going up in value. People really like it because
This is an H1?
yeah, but this is the military spec. I'm seeing the civilian grade.
Which is, but it's a different.
But pretty much it's pretty similar. I'm honestly.
Really?
It's
Oh yeah, right,
the-
right. Oh,
yeah.
they made them black and.
Yeah,
right.
I mean it was pretty much the same thing.
But a little bit more drivable for
Yeah,
right.
more-
Maybe
more-
air conditioning. And
Yeah, a
things
few
like
luxury features, but still, even then, you still only have 4 seats, just like in
like this.
Like this, right?
But the dashboard is more of a civilian probably dashboard,
yeah,
right?
of course.
And it has this ignition switch.
But it was popularized by Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know how he was the one starting to drive, and then they made it more and more for civilian use.
Right.
Because he kind of championed them.
Right.
But I mean, they're awesome, and yeah, the H1s, even the civilian models are going for a good amount. I guess there's another Crown Vic.
It's a New York taxi. Okay.
Okay, so now you've got, so this one's from France, the Peugeot.
It's actually, well, it was made in France, but it's from actually Germany.
So you put the French plate on it?
Yes. Uh huh.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a plate. It's just something
know.
that I made up.
Yeah, fine. Well,
It's not an official plate.
and you also added the vegan sticker?
Yeah, it's a magnet, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, but this one,
This one is the original French European one with the French headlights.
also it's the yellow ones.
Well, I don't have the yellow bolts in it, but I have the solid.
Oh yeah, Peugeot 504, one of my favorite cars.
But that's a 504 with the European headlights.
Yeah.
And not the US and the European bumper, which makes a whole big difference
Yes,
with the look.
yes. You know, when they brought these cars to America, they butchered it with the 5-mile-per-hour bumpers.
The rubber thing with a bigger bumper and the 2 round headlights.
Right. So you like all the Mercedes. So that's why, for me also, I prefer to get the European cars even from Japan because they're still European spec.
Right. Why don't you get European cars from Europe?
Well, I'll tell you why, because in Japan they're usually in better condition and they don't have much rust.
Oh, I see.
The ones, the European ones, it's hard to find a lot of them are with rust. So yeah, the 504 is a really good car. What year is this one?
76.
Oh yeah, and
this one is a TI. This one is a Bosch.
The
It has
Bosch.
the Bosch fuel injection.
Can we open this one?
You want to open it?
I don't know if you have enough room.
What?
You have enough room to open it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't. Oh, and this is another way you can tell the European, where it only has the side mirror on the driver's side and on the passenger.
On the 2, right?
Right. And that's because, you know, the narrow European streets.
Oh, that's why?
Well, that's one of the reasons. For example, on the Mercedes W124, the passenger is much shorter. Much shorter than the
what?
On the W124 Mercedes E-Class, the side mirror on the passenger side is much like half the size
Oh, I
of
see.
the drivers. Oh yeah, so this is a TI.
It is. It has the mechanical Bosch fuel injection.
Wow. Mechanical Bosch fuel injection here. How many of them had this option where I would
Or I
this?
don't know. I don't know. No, I
Yeah.
don't know the history of how many were made, but
Yeah, exactly.
tons of them were made with.
Right, but I'm saying they didn't come back that from the US, were they? The 504s?
I do not know what came into the United
Yeah.
States. In Israel, my father had a 1970 504 fuel injection. So it didn't say TI, it just said injection it. It was a 1.8 liter with a mechanical Bosch. This one is, I think it's a 2.1 liter. So it's a bigger motor, a little bit more horsepower than the one that was selling in Israel. It's a little bit upgraded. It has the 4-speed on the floor, and the one that we had in Israel had 4-speed on the column.
Yeah, on the tree.
On the column, yes. And then this one also has a tachometer.
Oh, yeah, they didn't even have that was an option, huh?
In Israel, they didn't.
Because they're very base models.
And they didn't even come with radio in Israel.
Oh, then
So they came really stripped down to like bare minimum. So they look similar to that. I think there was a clock instead of tachometer on the right there. This one is a much nicer one than my father.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
And
more upgraded.
Obviously, it's kind of dusty, but this would be beautiful. It's sort of this green.
It's really nice. It's dusty because of the hill.
Obviously, but you can tell the condition is very good on it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a British racing green.
Right.
Like this, it's
a really nice green.
Yeah. That's awesome.
The Roy 80.
Yeah, this one's really special.
This? Very special.
Well,
you know, both of these cars were Car of the Year in Europe in two different years. The 504 was a Car of the Year, I can't remember, maybe 71, and the Roy 80 was the Car of the Year in Europe in 1969, and it was the first German car, that's what I read, the first German car to win the European Car of the Year. I don't know how that's possible.
You also put this custom license plate?
Yeah, here.
But
I'm ordering them here, locally here.
Yeah.
And they come.
Was this one also from Germany?
This one was from Holland.
I'll say it was from Holland. You have the Dutch plate, Netherlands.
Yeah, I just put wherever I bought it from.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. But look where they put this. Here they put the two mirrors, but look, they tuck them in. You see? Even this one.
Well, and tell us a little about Nsu. For those that don't know, this is pretty much Volkswagen merged this into the Auto Union, which became, after they merged, it became Audi.
This is actually an Audi Nsu car because the manual, the repair manual that I have here for this car says Audi Nsu. Right. I can show you the book. It's in there.
What year is this one?
73.
Right. So I think they merged in like '69.
Possibly.
Volkswagen, I believe. Again, don't quote me, but I think that they merged them in 1969. So yeah, at that point it was an Audi Nsu.
That's right.
So
it was a very futuristic car, and you know, if you look at it, it looks almost current. You know, this is almost like a timeless car. Look at the aerodynamic on it. If you look, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a good angle for it. It's you're right. It's like a space shuttle almost.
Well, Cadillac actually in 1992 came with the STS. Remember?
Yes.
Cadillac STS.
Right.
Remember, it has a very similar front end to it. It has the small grille in it. Had the two solid headlights on the side.
Now, yeah.
And look at the 1992 STS and the Road 80 and see how similar they are.
Okay, and over here we have another. This is how you can tell that he has a very good taste because these are some serious rally cars here.
Look, this is real.
This is not like just done. Someone took an Integrale and then did the. No. This was a real.
This is a real deal. That's the real. That's a real rally car.
This is a real homologation special here.
Yes, dual fuel pump, customized fuel tank. Very little the fuel tank, by the way. It's only 8 gallons because they don't want the weight.
Yeah, less weight.
Less weight
to cut weight, and I mean, on a rally stage, you're not going like it's not an endurance race.
But look how well it's built. You know, stainless steel tubing in here. This is aluminum, I think, for lightweight. A cork cage. I don't exactly know why this one is needed here, but it is.
Glass.
Who knows? That, and then look.
This one's a legend.
It is. I mean, that's the queen, right? That's what they call it, the queen of rally.
Wow, and I didn't even realize it is a 4-door still.
It's a 4-door and it's butch. Look how they butch. It still has the door panels of an original Delta. But they just cut them with a sawzall or a knife.
That's what I think is so interesting about the rally cars of this era. They were real homologation special, but they really did take the base car that you could buy at a showroom dealership, but then they obviously made it for the racing.
Right. This is a Delta.
Yeah, and it was driven by this is the Greek team, Konstantos and Gerasimos.
Gerasimos was the driver, right? And Konstantinos the navigator.
Or not vice versa?
No, look, there's a steering wheel next to one and a book next to the other.
Now I see it, yeah. The logbook and the steering wheel.
Logbook and the steering wheel.
The Italian flag up here.
That's the air.
That's an air duct?
Air duct coming for ventilation.
Wow, so many cool touches here.
Right.
And yeah, this one it would be really fun to take on a rally again. Wow, look at the touches here. Fiat Lubricanti, Turbo Garrett.
Michelin, although it doesn't have Michelin, it has Yokohama tire on it.
And these wheels are Oz wheels?
What do you mean?
They're Oz racing wheels?
Yeah.
Wow.
But looks like this is car number 6, although it doesn't say 6 on the door. Look on the wheel. It says 6 front right? FR? Doesn't say 6
the RF, this, yeah, 6 RF.
So for the racing team, they label their wheels, so they know which wheels belong to which car.
Oh, that's...
So this one is a front right? This one
LF.
LF. You know, and so if you look at races, it could potentially be car number 6. But although the 6 is not on the door. You want to see the motor?
Yes, please.
Okay, so take the ring and lift it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'll hold it.
So you want to be a little careful here, but wow.
This is like, the car is like new. Because there's one guy in Greece, actually, here.
Oh.
Let go on the hood. Okay, just leave it like that. Okay.
Yeah, you said there was one guy in Greece.
One guy in Greece who knows how to rebuild them.
And he rebuilt this one?
He took it all apart and put it back together.
Wow. Wow.
It's a 400 horsepower 2-liter motor.
Yeah, that's crazy. The turbo is huge on this.
Right.
How many do you know how much PSI it's putting out?
I don't know, but I have a gauge, but I didn't ever floor it. I didn't ever because it's so freaking noisy and I don't want to break it.
And it's probably sucking in so much air through that huge turbo.
Yeah, so and it has the intercooler. Look how it's a huge intercooler.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
You see it?
Oh yeah. Look at the size of this thing.
And it has hydraulic clutch. Yeah. And then it also has hydraulic brake. The handbrake is hydraulic piston for the rear wheel to stop them.
Wow.
That they use that to slide into the turn.
Right, for the power sliding.
So the power sliding here, you see this. I'll go in and show you.
See if I can.
You want to come from the other side, or you want?
I can. I
want to open the window for you.
Can you open this door a little bit? I'll put my... Oh, there you go. Yes. Oh, yes, great roll up. Okay,
you see this? Okay, so this, you see, has a master cylinder here. Can you see it? You see, so it's hydraulic.
Yes.
So when you do this, is to stop the rear wheels to make the turn, to slide it.
Right.
Here's a turbo gauge.
The gauge by Barth. And it's showing up to 25.
But I don't know how far it goes.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure it's...
It's a real rally, you know, look how they did it. They moved all that stuff and all the wiring was done just for this car. See the fuse box?
Yeah, everything Italian here.
I think that my aston-martin Lagonda is here. Wat לשמוע אותו? איך זה עובד הדבר הזה? Okay.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, this one engage the batteries. Okay?
Right.
Okay, this, I'm going to do it the way you're supposed to. You turn this thing on. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now it tells you there's no fuel pressure, you see? There's benzina. Pressure, benzina.
Press benzina.
Yeah, so, okay. This one is the temperature, the water temperature and oil temperature, so a digital one.
Yeah.
Okay? There, so you turn on. Okay?
Yes.
Now you got your pump to work. Okay? It's so very luxurious. You can see it's a regular car. Yeah, see? The door panels are not racing or anything like it, okay?
It's really, they just took the car and it's completely modified by them.
Right. Okay?
was a feast for the senses.
Okay, I'm gonna move it.
Wow, this is really a legend.
It is, right?
I think I've only seen one other one. That was in Pebble Beach.
With your own eyes?
Yes.
But a rally?
I think I saw it, during the Laguna Seca races.
Yes.
I believe I saw one.
But it was like this, or it was an EVO? It was.
No, it was a racing model. Yes.
It was the same exact one with a roll, just like that.
Yes.
With all those martini.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, but it was the homologation special.
Oh, so there's one more in this country.
I think again, don't quote me on it, because it could have been maybe an Integrale, a street model that they made to look like the real racing.
Okay.
Wow.
This is the other side.
See the other animal here.
This is
the Meow Edition Hellcat.
This is a real car.
Wow. I think then they made the Demon, they made the Red Eye, but I think that's
they're a little bit faster than this.
Yeah,
maybe?
but I think it's too much. I think this is probably the most you really want.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, this is more than enough even.
And the color, I thought
Yes.
that they call it lime green, only came in 2015, in this color.
I love the lime green. So this is actually an intake duct.
Right. Exactly.
Wow. Such cool little touches like that.
Right? Yeah. And the other one is just. Oh. I don't know what it is. It's just a piece of plastic. It doesn't have anything in it.
Yeah, and this one's actually getting fed into the air box.
Right.
So this one's supercharged, right?
6.2 liter supercharged.
Wow. Well, you see, when I see these kind of things, it gives me a little bit of hope. But this is
the car industry.
but it's a dime a dozen.
Dodge does it.
Yes.
Once in a while. I mean, they did it. You've seen them doing it twice already. They did it with the Viper.
Right.
They did it for a reason, because they wanted to draw people to their showrooms. So they made an attraction for somebody to come and buy a minivan.
It's, as they call it, a halo car.
Now where's the Shelby?
Where did we put the Shelby?
Right here.
You need to label them.
I did label.
Oh, okay.
But then I moved them.
And it got rearranged.
This one I need to open first.
Sets up.
And this one needs to be closed. If not, the door.
Right, then it locks.
They lock. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Okay, Hamoud Nsu. Chowder, I want to talk to you a little bit. Come here. With my baby. My baby.
Guard dog for all the great cars here.
Good boy.
And now I can sneak in. Take a look at this beautiful GT500 KR.
KR.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not just a 350, it's not just a 500, but the KR, and it's convertible.
That's what makes it rare.
Wait, I think this might be the first one I've seen that's actually...
I haven't seen either.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one like this. Ever.
Yeah.
Now, what's not original in this thing is it needs to be white. This sticker.
The sticker's not original?
The sticker, no, because they painted the car. Okay, here's what they did to the car. They did, what they call a rotisserie. You've heard it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, where they take it completely off. It's a frame of restoration, right? The car used to be gold, and the guy wanted it to be black. So when he did the full body of restoration, he changed the color from gold to red. There were only 2 GT500 KR gold ever made.
Oh no.
And this is one of the 2 gold that was ever made.
That's so sad to hear. Are you going to restore it to the gold?
I'm not going to do it, no.
Wow.
But now, who knows where the other gold is and if it even exists, right?
That's such a sad story because, black is nice, but like every car, black, I mean, come on. But a gold one, that really would stand out.
Right?
And one of 2, Well, like, you have to ask yourself, what are they thinking? But you know, the question is, when were they doing it also? Probably when the car was at the very bottom of what it was worth.
I don't know if these cars were ever.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
I'm thinking probably, again, they probably were always worth something, but I'm guessing probably sometime in like the late 70s, it depreciated.
Yeah, right. But he didn't do it in late 70s, much later.
Okay, so I don't know what I don't know what the heck that guy was thinking then.
Yeah, much later. Not in the 70s. In the 70s, the car did not need a body of restoration. You know what I mean?
Of course not.
Yeah.
But wow, the 428.
And this is a Cobra jet.
Ram Air, of course. You know, I have a book of Carroll Shelby autographed with the whole like letter.
Oh, yeah, really?
Because my parents met him actually at back in like 2000.
Oh, they met Carroll Shelby?
They met him in Pebble Beach at a private event from Ford, and he gave everyone in attendance like a book, and he wrote like a special message after he spoke with them.
Oh, no kidding.
So in my book it says, you know, to such and such, your Cobra friend, Mr. Carroll Shelby, something like that.
Right.
It's one of my prized possessions.
Right.
Because you know he's really a legend. And let's see inside here. Well, it's very original at least. Look, at least it seems.
It is original.
So
it was built correctly.
Yes.
Okay? The only thing that the guy did to this car, which makes it not original, he added factory air to air conditioning.
But it was a factory unit.
It's a factory Ford air conditioning that he put in here because he wanted air conditioning.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay, so you know here, Ford air conditioning, Ford Motor Company, see all that stuff. So all that was put after because this car did not come with this. Okay, so he did that and he put the correct air conditioning in it and all that stuff. So if you look at the build sheet, it did not have air conditioning.
Well, you can see when he did repaint it. I mean, it was a complete frame off because
it was or was not.
It was.
It was
because you see they painted everything, the firewall, everything was painted.
Yeah,
and it's actually a pretty good paint job.
It is.
So that means they actually really sandblasted the original paint down.
They did.
The gold, and they went to the bare metal here.
And they start from scratch.
I mean, it's a good job, but at the same time, you're like, wow, if this was the gold, and over here.
But here's the flip side of it. If it was gold, I don't know if I would have. Hey, Chowder!
If it was gold, you might not have bought it.
Maybe. It may not have drawn my attention. I don't know. You never know.
Right. I want to see this one too.
What?
The 95.
96.
The 96, the last year of the body.
You want to see the front?
Oh, we can open it?
From the side.
Yeah, from the side. Oh, yeah.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, me too. And then here. Oh, yeah. This is, in my opinion, one of the last great American sedans.
Right?
With the LT1 up here. It's a little dusty, of course, but I mean...
They're all dusty here because once I get my garage, then they can be in a nice, clean environment. They can be all washed and clean from all the dust and will be fine.
Can we open this one?
Yeah, yes.
I just want to see the interior because what I love about yours, first of all, original wheels. It looks completely original.
It is original.
Yes.
There's there's no...
The thing I find so sad about these Impalas is that they've all seem to be modified. People put, you know, the wrong wheels.
Huh. I wonder if something is leaking here. Oh, obviously something is leaking.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you know it's still alive.
Yeah. And it's low on air on the tire there. So I should probably take them out, wash them, clean them. Here, so you want to see?
Yeah,
you can't see like this, but you can see it from here.
Yeah, from the back. Oh wow, this interior is in very good shape. For some reason, a lot of the ones I see have their whole interior like torn up.
No, this is like new.
This is beautiful, and this one is the floor shift.
Right.
And you said that was only 96?
It's 90. Yeah, it only has 18,000 miles or 20,000 miles on its car.
Let's see if I can zoom in on the mileage.
But it's digital.
Oh, it is the digital dash.
Yeah.
Oh, original radio. Everything's original.
Everything original on this thing.
Wow.
Nothing on this thing was ever modified.
This is like a time machine, actually.
Right. It's just the way it came from the factory.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So I love the wheels too. People just, for some reason, they always modified and they put horrible wheels on them.
Right, these are nice wheels.
These are beautiful. They match the car so well.
Yes.
And
the car just looks nice, you know.
Yeah, it only came
wide.
It only came in 3 colors. This black, which I think is the best, and then there was the red, the like mahogany kind of red.
It's burgundy.
Burgundy red.
Burgundy and a blue.
And like a teal. It was a blue teal, right?
Blue teal. Yeah, right. A turquoise kind of.
Yeah,
color,
exactly.
Right?
But for me, I think the black
is the best.
It's the way it's supposed to look.
Right.
And yeah,
good?
I mean, it's based off the Caprice, which is based off the Caprice, which of course wasn't built after it. But, I mean, that's the muscle car version of the Caprice. And the KR. This one's really insane with the convertible.
Right?
This one I just have not seen. Look at these wheels.
Even these wheels are nice, right?
Yeah.
The original, they don't have to change. I mean, they look nice.
I'm a fan of originality. Sometimes an aftermarket might look good.
Right.
But, you know, for the most part, especially on such a rare car, keep it like it is. Oh, let me just take it from the back here. Oh, yeah.
I know it has the zip light. You know what they are?
What's
What
that?
zip lights? Ford came up with this thing in the 60s. The turns you can go like this, click, 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 click.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not mechanical per se, but it's not digital. It's not electronic.
Right, because
it relays this stuff.
That's a popular mod. I've seen a lot of like new cars that they do that.
Yeah, well, now with digital technology, you do it with one chip, right? But then they actually said, "Oh, let's do zip lights." That's what they call them.
And this is 1970.
The car, 68.
Sorry, 68. Yes. Shelby Cobra.
So that's the second most valuable in the series of them. The most valuable was a 65. I think there's a 65 fastback that's some specific model that sells for like 2-3 million.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is exactly.
I think I know what you're saying.
Right, one is 65, maybe a 350 or something. That's it, right? We went to all of them.
I think they said this last one.
What's in here?
What is in here? You lost track.
I don't know. Oh, no, that's the Renault 5. Because I never opened these doors ever.
Yes.
So I got the Renault.
Oh yeah, and the Renault's the only one in here.
Exactly.
What else was in this one? Or
just the Renault.
Just for the Renault.
Just the
Renault Special gets its own place.
No, the aston-martin Lagonda will go there. We will keep the Renault.
Yes. Speaking of which, so Dee here has been waiting for this car for over half a year because the dashboard had to be brought in, had to be redone in England. There it is, look at this.
I didn't want to scare you.
Look at this. See what the disc brakes are? Right here, so they're not the wheel.
Wow.
See? Right here.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah, kind of like the Hummer. Hummer has the same way.
Right. There's still a gap.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know that, right?
I forgot to take the ramps, yeah.
Okay, you want to take the rest?
Perfect.
We have landed.
What a freaking car, huh?
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to turn the lights on.
I don't either. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, just leave the light on.
Position. There's the fog lights.
Okay, just leave him alone. Let's not.
That'll work.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay.
My light.
Wow, this thing's insane. This ash. This thing's crazy.
Oh, this one goes up and down.
Yep.
Okay.
Just the light, you turn on the light right here. Fog light, that's the fog light. Off, on, right here. That's the position light. See if you just turn on. Yeah. Just the position and then you turn
Your
it on.
headlights are off now, now they're on.
Yeah.